Welcome to episode 28. Welcome back. We're going to start this week where we left off last time with the rear sets. I've had those parts back, so I'll reassemble those, and then we'll carry on with getting the engine ready to be turned over again for the first time, which is carbs back on. To come off, remember. Carbs back on. I've got my air filters, and I need to make some throttle cables because the original cables are just a little bit too short for what my setup is now. So I've got a kit, and I'll make some new throttle cables, and that's probably just done this week. So let's crack on with that. Right, here are the bits from the powder coaters, and then once again they look amazing, like new parts, don't they? Isn't that great? It's the same black as the frame. All I've done is I've used a tap and die to just tap actually to just chase out the threads, just to make sure there wasn't any powder coat on the threads. But they're really nice. They're really nice. And then these levers have come out well. Look at that. That's super nice. Using new rubber for the end. So that one's come out really well. This one's come out okay. It clearly has been painted. You can see that. But it looks, you know, from a distance it looks all right. Yeah, that's definitely been painted, and that's interesting. And of course the brake rod, again, this actuator looks great. This rod is in a bit of a state actually. It's not come out so well, so I'll probably get a bit of stainless rod and just put a thread on the end of it. So I think I'll replace that rod. But everything else is good. So remember, I was going to replace the foot peg. So this is the old foot peg. These are the new ones. See, these are just aluminium, super light. Yeah, I think they're a bit of an improvement. So what I'll do first thing then, I'm going to reassemble these and you can see how they look. Okay, so that just goes through there. If you recall, it's had a lot of thread lock on it when I took it off, but as this is steel and aluminium, I'm actually going to put some copper slip on it when I do it properly in a second. But there you go, that looks pretty reasonable to me. Great stuff. And the other one is a bit more complicated from memory. So this goes in there like that. I'll just do this hand tight for now. Okay, then this, let me think how this goes. This then goes there, like that, doesn't it? So that requires a bolt to go through it. There's a spring washer there, or a wave washer even. Okay, so that goes on like that. Then the lever that goes on there using this thing. Yeah. Okay, that's not bad, is it? I like that. I like that a lot, actually. And then they just go. This one is this off this here. That goes through there onto the bike. Mount. We won't mount them just yet. And that one similarly goes through there. So, welcome to the rear set things. Beats that. Okay, onto the throttle cables. So here's my original throttle cable, which is just about an inch too short for this job. So I've purchased one of these, which is a universal twin throttle cable kit from Venhill. Again, eBay was my third choice. And this contains some pretty rubbish instructions, I have to say. Bag of bits. Okay. So what you have here is some super flexible, inner cable and some super inflexible outer cable. One of the ends is terminated, one isn't, and for the purpose of this mock-up I'm not going to cut the cable to size. I'm just going to essentially fit it in place. I'll cut it to size when I've got the thing done properly. So my bag of bits, there's a whole raft of stuff. There's some components I'm not going to be using. These things are all for those trail bikes where they've got a sort of return throttle thing going on. I'll be using some of these bits. So I'll definitely be using one of these termination pieces. But for today, let's get close up. I'll be using just one of these, which is an adjustable, not adjustable, a screw finish one. The original ones are soldered. Yeah, so I'll be soldering these as well. That's a different day. Today I just want to mock them up so they work, so I can actually twist the throttle and have the thing open the valves. So I'll be using these little fellas rather than one of these, which is a solder version, for today only. Okay, well I'm pretty sure you all know how to take a throttle cable off a carburetor, but this just lifts out of that space there, and then this unscrews and lifts out. Now I'm going to be using this because it isn't one in the kit that's the same size, so I'm going to just snip that end off. And that fella, we'll keep him. Right, so what I'll be doing is I'm going to, starting at the throttle end of the bike, I'm going to run this outer cable first, have that end up here, then feed through my thin stuff, comes out the end here, and I'll use that little thing in there to terminate it. That's the plan. Okay, so let's just do this throttle thing. Okay, the Venhill kit comes, as I said, outer cable, inner cable, a set of bits and pieces for you to choose for your own machine. On this, I actually want to use these angle jobbies, which I'll do on the actual build when I do it. Yeah, but today I won't. I'm just going to get the throttles going. So I'm just going to do a straightforward termination into the throttle body there. There's several of these different sizes. That one's a bit too. You can see that's a narrower one. You can see that's a narrower one. So these are the ones that are most appropriate for this. And so what I'll start by doing is putting a throttle on the bike. Then I'll thread the cable. Okay, before I start routing these cables then, I need to just make sure I've got the bits in the right order. I'll be using an end piece which will go over the end there, and then that end piece will go on there. Although it won't go on there, so when I do the actual one, I'm probably doing it like that. Yep. But for today, it's, whoops, that one. Okay, so these are now in the right order. That will go through there, like that, and that sits in there. Yep, that's how it works. Happy with that? Good. Let's pop it on the bike. Okay. Let's do this. So for the purposes of the video, I'm going to have this here like that. When I mount on the bike, it will be 90 degrees that way. So the cables will be pointing downwards like that. Yeah. I'll show you what I mean anyway. I'll show you what I mean. So that's one. Okay. That's two. I'll just pop those on there just to secure them in place. Can you actually see what I've done there? Can you see what I've done there? I don't think you can you? Okay, so what I've done there, I've yeah, I think you can. There you go. Just tighten that up a little touch just to give it a bit of stability. There you go. So like I say, I've got these out sticking out here for the purpose of this demo. But on the day, we will be pointing them away. Okay, so something like that. Right, that's my rough throttle for testing. Okay, so just show a bit of routing. I've just taken that round there through the frame. I've taken this first one through this hole that held one of the relays before, just to keep it spare. Anyway, that's my destination there. So that's going to sit in that. I'll do it this way around. I'll show you this way around. Oops, because this carb's loose. Right then, so actually, if I move the camera to there, bit of a zoom in, yeah, bit of a zoom out. So taking our little friend, we can undo the screw, slide that in the ocky, so I'll squeeze that through there, like that, make sure that's tight at that end. Tighten that up, never pull the throttle. Wow, that works. And then if I turn that up, back upright, that works well. Good. Next. Right, so again, I'll twist the carb on its axis, give me access to where I'm working. Feed my cable, feed my cable through the hole, like that. Get me a little thingy. And then what I'm going to do here, so pop it in like that. And then under, yes, there you go. I'll edit that so it's not as shite. But essentially, we like that. We do. Right, throttles. So throttle is on, choke is on, air filter. Look at that. It's that 32mm thing I was telling you about. Yay! So they're quite easy to fit. Right, find me a screwdriver. Yeah, these are literally just on a Jubilee clip. So on, and then while I'm at it, retighten that one, and that one while I'm at it. There you go. They look great. Pleased with that. Close up. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Well, there we are for another week. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Just a reminder, that throttle cable assembly is a temporary one. I will cut to length, I'll route it properly, I'll solder the ends, all that good stuff. This is just so I can rev it when I get a spark to it, which is the next task actually. So fuel and a spark, and we'll try and get the engine going next time. Hope you enjoy that. In the meantime, please like if you liked it, subscribe, tell your friends, share, and comment and questions. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.